Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Peter here. Today's video is fragrance tag. I've got to tag, or not tag, I've got to scent other reviewers with a fragrance that I would imagine them to wear, I guess. This idea was originally started by Chad from A Gentleman's Journey. I was tagged by Lola Scents. If you've not checked out Lola, check her out. She's one of my favourite reviewers because she's just, she doesn't follow hype or trends. She does her own thing. She's very relaxed. She's got a wonderful voice that's just so, it chills you out listening to her. The way she talks is so soft, and her voice is very relaxing, and the way she describes fragrance is very good and relatable. And I think in some cases we share similar taste. I know she likes gourmands, although she is a little bit picky like I am. She doesn't like everything, which I think is good. I tend to watch more people with more acquired pickier taste. I'm not really a fan of people that like everything. I tend to not trust people's opinions when they just like literally everything they smell. That's just me. But yeah, I think she's very, very cool. I like her a lot. And I know, going back to one of her first videos, she likes kind of gourmand fragrances, but she's a little bit picky. She doesn't like everything. And I know she likes a couple from House of Matriarch. She liked Belonging. She liked the one from Timmy, the Tukatao Tao. And she also likes Coco Blanc, but she would prefer it on a man. She thinks it would be quite sexy on a man. So with that in mind, I've gone with one from House of Matriarch, but one that she might not know about, and one that doesn't really get talked about, but is a gourmand, is Sacré Tabac Cacao Torride. This is like a spicy hot chocolate. You get this dark, creamy chocolate. You have a little bit of cinnamon, which is spicy and kind of sweet. There is a creaminess to it, almost like maybe there's just a hint of iris in there. And there's also what makes it really yummy and a little bit deeper and richer is vanilla pipe tobacco. And I think that really sucks you in. The way this vanilla-y tobacco kind of melds with the hot chocolate and spices, I think is quite special. And I think would smell great on Lola. It is a very comforting, relaxed, friendly, inviting kind of a fragrance, and Lola is exactly that. She's a very just chilled, relaxed, inviting, friendly, positive person, and I think this one would just suit. This is kind of like you'd wear it on a cold day, cuddled by a fire, and it's kind of soothing. And Lola's voice, like I say, a very soothing voice and personality, demeanor. I think I would get on very well with Lola in person, which is why she's a reviewer that I like quite a bit. It's because I feel like we would get on in real life. She feels like she would be a good friend. So yeah, that's what I would pick for Lola, from a house that I know she does like, and maybe that she hasn't tried, and that I do think would suit very well. I'm also going to scent Chad, because this was his idea in the first place, so I feel like I should scent Chad. He's from the channel A Gentleman's Journey. If you've not checked him out, channel link is in the description. Chad is known more for designer fragrances and kind of cheaper end priced fragrances. He doesn't delve too much into high and niche, which is more kind of my taste. So I'm going to try pick something that's not ridiculously like niche, but there's also, you know, I'm not going to recommend something that I don't like, because, you know, so I can't really talk about designers that way, because, you know, most of them aren't my taste. So I feel like I should pick something that I, you know, kind of like at least. So my choice for Chad, knowing he likes clean, kind of fresh fragrances, I'm gonna go with Mancera. They're not too expensive, they're very affordable, so but it is a little bit of a step up from maybe, you know, the mainstream kind of designer things that Chad is more known for, but I think Mancera is well within reach for many people. So I'm going to go with Mancera's Lemon Lime, because it is very refreshing, bright, uplifting. I think it'll cheer Chad up on a gloomy day in Canada. It is kind of a sweet, refreshing, zingy lemon. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's not ridiculously complicated. It's just bright and uplifting and fresh. And it has more of a mass appeal to it. It is not super niche, it's not super expensive, and yeah, it cheers you up on a miserable, cold Canadian day. I think Chad might like this one because, you know, it's just fresh and clean. So check it out, Chad, if you want to. Lemon Lime by Mansera. Chad is a fan of Pomelo Paradis, which is why I didn't recommend this one, because he does like it, he's talked about it. And I own it too, Chad, so I'm recommending you Lemon Lime because I also like Pomelo Paradis, so there's a fair chance you will also like Lemon Lime. So the next reviewer I'm going to scent is Jeremy from JeremyFragrance. I think Jeremy is interesting because when Jeremy does something, everyone goes on to it. I know he has got the most influence, but he also has the most polarizing in terms of people love him, hate him, just extremes of both. I think he picks some good niche now and again. I like that he goes to the fragrance fairs like Pity and Excessence. One thing that I quite like is that he went to the effort of buying oils and smelling them, and he can recognize notes, and I think he knows more than a lot of people give him credit for. A lot of people just want to think that he's a pretty boy and he doesn't know anything, but I think his knowledge is actually far greater than a lot of other reviewers. He knows perfumers, he's met them, he can recognize them in the street, you know, he can recognize notes in a fragrance. I think he knows more than what people give him credit for. So for Jeremy, I'm going to step away from the compliments and the pretty girls just for a minute. I'm not going to recommend a flamboyant, fun compliment monster. I'm going to recommend more a subtle fragrance for Jeremy that might be a step in a different direction for him. But I think it still gets compliments, don't get me wrong. It is a pleasing fragrance. It's Sacred Wood by Killian. This is just sandalwood. There's nothing else there. Sandalwood is my personal favourite note in perfume. This is meant to replicate Indian Mysore sandalwood. I own real Indian Mysore sandalwood. In fact, I own a very old vintage sandalwood from a long time ago, and it doesn't do a bad job of replicating it. It is synthetic based, but I think it smells good. But the feeling it gives off is just elegance and confidence and a little bit sexy, but more in an elegant way. It's dressed up. I think this would work very well in a suit, and Jeremy obviously likes to wear his nice suits. Step away from the spinning around in circles and the bam, and just a chilled Jeremy would wear Sacred Wood by Killian. I think would suit very well, and it's tasteful. It is very tasteful. It still gets compliments. It's not a monster, but it has good sillage and it smells nice in the air, and you know, yeah, I think this one would work well for Jeremy when he's dressed up in a suit and he's a bit more serious and relaxed rather than the energetic Jeremy. This is, depending on his mood, I think this would work very well. So the next fragrance reviewer I'm going to scent is from the channel The Broadwalk. She is new to me. I've only just discovered her, but I think she's very, very cool. Again, like Lola, she's very easy to watch. I like the way she edits. I think she does these kind of vlog style videos where you actually feel like you're getting to know a friend. She's very personal, relatable. You feel like you're with her for the day and you're spending time with her, and she's just fun and happy and chatty, and like you would really like to just spend time with her and have a good day. I think she's very cool, very likable, and I think this fragrance would suit very well. It's by Henley. It's called Amora. This is a fruity kind of rose fragrance. It's not super niche in price, and it's not super niche in the way it smells, but it's just pretty, it's fun, it's happy, it's just really nice. It's a little bit tasty. You have this kind of mixed berries and fruits in the opening. The rose is a little bit jammy. It's lovely, and I think she would smell great with this, and two, I think it would just suit her and her personality. Amora by Henley, yeah, fruity, rose, happy, super pretty. I think, yeah, she would suit that very well, and she's very cool. Check out her channel as well. The next reviewer I am going to scent is Kim from HelloPhilly, another channel I like to watch. Kim has very difficult taste. She's kind of got a mixed bag. She likes some of the more vintage kind of fragrances, and yeah, but she's picky. She doesn't like everything. Like Lola, she's quite selective in what she does like. I'm gonna go with Amber Oud, another one by Kilian. It is slightly gourmand. It's based around vanilla and amber. Despite the name being called Oud, I don't think there's much oud. It is a vanilla fragrance, but it's just coated in warm, rich amber. And I think Kim would like it. It's just cozy and warm and enveloping, and it's slightly kind of boozy. It is unisex, a man or a woman can wear it, but it's just very cozy, and I feel Kim's personality and just her taste might enjoy this, and I think she would smell great in this personally. I think she would pull this off very well. Amber Oud by Kilian. It is a rich, ambery, warm, boozy vanilla. Very, very nice. The next fragrance reviewer I am going to tag as another big one, Mark from the channel Robes08. Mark is obviously one of the old school kind of reviewers that's been going on, you know, the longest. He's known for his long reviews, very analytical, he spends a lot of time dissecting, writing notes, really understanding, trying to break down the fragrance to tell you everything that changes, everything there, everything that he can pick out, all the twists and turns. Very, very, you know, detailed reviews is what Mark is known for. And I think he would like this. It's by the House of Matriarch, but it's black #1. Why I select this one is there's 300 notes. I think Mark would have a whale of a time trying to dissect this fragrance, trying to pick out apart all the notes, because I mean it's 300 notes. You're gonna be delving with this one for a while. I think it would be fun for him to really get into this fragrance and see how much you can pick out. But I also think he would like it. I know he likes his leather fragrances, and this is a big black leather fragrance, but there's also pine, cedar, cannabis, some more unusual notes. There's oud. But I think he would not only enjoy it, but I think it would be interesting and fun to see him try and dissect it. And, you know, as someone that does like complexity, this one would be interesting. I think Mark would enjoy the challenge of this one, and actually I think would enjoy the scent itself as well. Next reviewer I'm going to scent is Manny from Cascade Scents, and Manny's got interesting tastes because a lot of the time he picks really girly smelling fragrances to me, and I'm not knocking you, Manny, nothing wrong with that, but the taste is quite different to mine here. I know he likes more mainstream, more mass appealing kind of things, and I don't mean that in a bad way. He's got his more niche choices as well, but he does have more of a feminine side. He likes his vanillas, and yeah, and I know he likes his musks. He owns Kiehl's original musk like I do. I own that one too. So I've picked one for Manny that's not too masculine, and again, I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's Narciso Rodriguez EDP for him. This is a musk fragrance, but it's a different direction to Kiehl's musk. This is a much more modern musk. I think would suit Manny very well. It's slightly floral. It's a floral, minimalist, light, very modern musk, and a woman could wear this as well. I think completely unisex, but it smells great. It's clean. It's just really nice, and it is my favourite designer fragrance. But I think Manny not only would suit this, I think he would enjoy it. I think it's nice. So Manny, if you've not tested this, I recommend you try it out. The next reviewer I'm going to scent is Anisia from Anisia's channel. She's one of my favourite reviewers. She doesn't often do English videos, she speaks Russian, but her videos are beautifully edited. I think she does wonderful videos, and she's a friend of mine. But yeah, Maison Francisco Jean Oud Satin Mood is what I'm going to pick for Anisia. This is very, very pretty, and I feel more feminine. I mean, I own it. I used to talk about it a lot. I've not worn it for a long time just because I feel more of a woman's perfume, but it is beautiful. I still think it smells wonderful. It is rich rose, but it's bedded like soft over the top, almost like velvet. I know it's called Satin Mood, but it's more like Velvet Mood. It feels like velvet scented rose. There's a little bit of vanilla, touches of almond. It's slightly ever so slightly powdery, almost like talcum powder in a way. But it is very, very pretty, it's sophisticated, it's classy, it's elegant, it's beautiful, it's mature. I think Anisia would smell stunning in this, and I think it would suit her and her personality very well. But yeah, beautiful fragrance, and Anisia is very beautiful. I think she would suit this very, very well. The next review I'm going to scent is Pep from the Sentinel. Check him out if you haven't. Again, all the links to everyone I'm talking about in the description. I'm going to pick for Pep. What I like about Pep is I've watched Pep from the beginning of his channel, and I've seen him develop and his passion enhance and really getting into it and delving more into notes and really just really doing really well. I like Pep. He dresses smartly, he likes his suits again, and he's just mature but very relatable and friendly and just a really nice guy, very genuine. And what I'm going to pick for Pep is a mature masculine fragrance that's very smart, quite rich. It's by Parfums de Mali, and I cannot pronounce the name. I think you would call it Byerly. Sorry, my pronunciation is terrible. I'm presuming it's a French word. But it's a nice fragrance, but it's too mature for me personally. But what it smells like is there's this nice clean vetiver, but it's mixed with a little bit of cardamom. There's a little bit of citrus in the opening, and it's just a woody fragrance. I believe there's Gaiac wood in here, but it's a clean vetiver woody fragrance with a citrus opening, but it smells mature and gentlemanly, and I think would suit Pep very well, especially when he's dressed up smartly. It is a gentleman's fragrance, and it is more mature and sophisticated, but approachable and friendly as well. And I think Pep would smell great, and I think he would enjoy it as well. Check that out if you can, Pep. I think you would suit it very well, and I think you'll like it. That's it, guys. I went through as many people as I could without the video being too long. I thought just doing 2 or 3 people was just, while you're recording a video, you might as well do a few, right? So hope you enjoyed it. How I'm going to do this is I'm just going to leave it open to anyone that I've scented. If you would like to do it, you're very welcome. If you don't want to do it, or it's not your thing, don't feel obligated in the slightest. I really don't mind if you do it or not. I just thought it would be fun scenting you guys. You really don't have to do it, but if you want to, feel free. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.